afternoon. I'm happy to welcome everyone who is joining our live stream today. My name is Irina, and I'm responsible for attraction of the early career talents just like you. And today, together with Sergey Vasyuk, Live Ops Director, and Ivan Danilenko, Deputy Technical Director, we will we will guide you through our selection process and what to expect from our courses. The stream is being recorded, so you will be able to watch it anytime at our YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe. And as a small warm-up, please write in the chat what locations are you from. I already saw some people from Belgrade, Cyprus, so give us more. Where are you from? The purpose of today's stream is to help you understand the course structure, and we will try to answer all burning questions that you have. I also want to remind you that enrollment for both software engineering and game live operation courses is open till February 12th. And now, let me give you a quick overview on our company and Wargaming Forge early career programs. So, as you know, we deliver legendary online games, and we deliver globally. We are located in 15 offices. We started operating since 1998, and our headquarters is in Cyprus. You can see we are in Asia-Pacific region in European Union and North America. Of course, you may know our titles. For PC, we have World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Warplanes. For the console titles, we are known for World of Tanks console, World of Warships, Legends. For mobile titles, would be World of Tanks Blitz, World of Warships Blitz. If you want to know more about the games, you can always visit our official website and see more about the games and upcoming news. But today, our stream is mostly dedicated to Wargaming Forge, which is the special branch for hiring early career talents. And I will tell you more about this. So, who we are. At Wargaming Forge, we're educating the next generation of game industry professionals. And now we are happy to announce that we broaden locations each day. We are present in Prague, Vilnius, Nicosia, Belgrade, and recently we started launching our educational programs and internships in Singapore and Tokyo. You can always see at our special landing page at bgforge.wargaming.com, you can see our upcoming courses and internships. There are a variety of internal programs, paid internships, and free training courses on different disciplines. So, what are the benefits? First of all, if you enroll to the educational courses, they are free of charge for you. When you are lucky to be enrolled to the courses, you can be selected for the internships. And here, voila, we have a competitive salary for you. We have full flexibility, so you can have your studies combined with the educational courses that we have. And when you have internships, you also can combine it with studies. So all of that we call flexibility at the early career. But of course, it's not only that. It's also about close community that will be open to you. So you will be able to socialize with all our colleagues, interns, and those who are alumni of the Wargaming Forge program. So I can say here you will get real development opportunities and real unique career opportunities. So how to get into the programs? Actually, it's easy. You can find an open program. I already mentioned you the website at wgforge.wargaming.com. Register for the program. Many of you just did. Complete the task and pass the interview. Of course, it's not very easy, but you can do it. Complete courses and internship if you enrolled for the internships. And then you can be enrolled to the get the job offer from us. So for now, we have applications open till February 12th for 2 courses. One of the courses is Game Live Operations course. Be very attentive. We have this course enrolled in 4 locations. It's Belgrade, Nicosia, Prague, and Vilnius. And for software engineering course, we have only 3 locations. It's Belgrade, Nicosia, and Vilnius. So don't you forget to check your legal eligibility to enroll to the courses. And now, not going into further details about enrollment process, I would like to pass the word to Sergey Vasyuk, Live Operations Director, and Sergey will guide you through the Game Live Operations course. He will reveal some secrets and share what is new in this year in tech. Sergey, please, the floor is yours. The microphone, Sergey.
Sorry, my mic. Ira, thank you for introduction. I've checked, we already have almost 80 people online. That's great. Hi, hello, good evening, at least for those who are in Europe. Let me set the stage first. The future of gaming looks promising, and I will prove it with the numbers. By 2030, global population will be almost 9 billion people. Moreover, parenting 2 Generation Alpha kids, 2010 and younger, I can confirm that they were born with the games inside. And by 2025, Generation Alpha will surpass 2 billion people, the biggest generation ever. By 2030, they will have $4 trillion in buying power. So if you are passionate about gaming, as well as marketing, economics, media, engineering, data analytics, or operations, it's an excellent opportunity to unlock the gaming industry now. So let's go and let me introduce myself. My name is Sergey, and I'm an engineer by education. Since I found myself in the gaming industry almost 12 years ago, my experience can be divided into 2 equal parts. As a development director, together with Wargaming, we've been making the journey to the data-driven company by launching data warehouse, real-time recommendation solution, and operational toolset. 7 years ago, I joined the publishing department, where I've been leading live ops and operations management team. We've been going through establishing player acquisition, retention, and monetization frameworks, but most importantly, creating a healthy relationship and operational efficiency inside the team of 17 plus nationalities across the globe. I was involved mostly in all Wargaming titles, but more deeply in the World of Tanks franchise. Let's talk about live ops. I've recently been in Disneyland with my family, so let me take that as a good references for what we are doing in live ops. 30 years ago, Disney opened their entertainment park in Paris, full of rides, animations, and shops. Disneyland Park has big potential to generate value and revenue, but it's limited by design with certain number of rides and attractions. That was one of the reasons why 10 years later they opened Walt Disney Studio Park to keep expanding Disneyland with new and more exciting attractions to get visitors sticking around, coming back, and bringing in new visitors. Every year, Disneyland arranged events like Christmas that transformed the normal amusement park into a village with a twinkling street and giant Christmas tree. So it's very simple. In our case, Disneyland is our main game. Walt Disney Studio Park is our extra content, and cultural events are live ops. In Wargaming in general, and World of Tanks in particular, we do the same as Disney. World of Tanks was released 13 years ago, and the base product was a slow vehicle shooter. Then it started evolving as a live service game with extra content around new tanks trees or nations and modes like global map or battle royale. And now we have live ops, which operates game monetization arrange player relationships through personalized players experience, and produce and develop events around the World Cup, St. Patrick, or the Chinese Dragon Festival. I hope now it's clear, so go for some numbers. It's going to be our second cohort for Life Ops course, and 3 graduates from the first cohort are full-time employees right now. I'm not alone, and let me introduce the team. Throughout the course, 4 JD will guide you in mastering various aspects of live service game operations. Mr. Nietzsche, our monetization guru and a walking encyclopedia in World of Tanks. Ksenia, the live ops fairy who creatively engages our players. Denise, an expert in player behavior, ensuring a personalized journey for every World of Tanks player. Gosha, the production mastermind, guaranteeing 24/7 availability for our players. So what expect from the course? We will play World of Tanks a lot and discover how this big and exciting part of gaming really works. We will learn how to make a game even more fun for players after it's already out without needing to make a whole new game. We will see how we use data from how players play the game to guess what they might do next. We will find out how to keep getting better in what we do and make sure that game's content is top-notch and interesting. And finally, we will learn how to make our biggest fans happy and even help them earn money from their passion for gaming. So next, let's talk about you. So the short answer to the question who are we looking for, we're looking for unicorns, but don't worry, everybody in the team has unicorns. But seriously, all of us have a left and right brain. We're expecting from you right brain, big passion for games, and for your left brain, attention to details and a desire to learn. How about selection stage? Now we are in the phase where if you desire to apply, you have to fulfill the application form, do the entrance test, and finish the enrollment process by February 12th. Then we check all entrance tasks and motivation videos and invite up to 15 participants. Please be patient. Responses will take up to 3 weeks, and it's because we are not stopping to operate the game and have to make our players happy. How does it work? The course consists of 5 parts, and each of them has separate homework. In the end, you will have the final project, which is combination of all homeworks. Every 2 weeks, we will have online feedback sessions where you will I will cover your questions and also invite 1 or 2 members from our team, so you will have a chance to talk with the industry experts to enrich subjects from the course. We are planning to start on March 4th. Expected duration of the course is approximately 2.5 months. Now we have reached to the final point. What happened next? We are working in the gaming industry, so it should be a reward at the end. Students who have completed all course homework and passed the final project will receive a certificate of completion. And the final rewards is the paid internship in Vilnius, Prague, Nicosia, or Belgrade to the best graduates. This year we have at least 5 slots. World of Tanks Live Ops team, my team, World of Tanks content management, social media, and influencer management, and Live Ops team from World of Warships. Pay attention that a graduate has to be eligible to work in these 4 locations. Don't delay the completion of the task. We won't accept any result after 12 p.m. Cyprus time, February 12th. So good luck, and let me finish on this point.
Thank you, Sergey, for this insightful presentation. I will give some space for our participants to ask the questions in the chat regarding the course. While we're waiting for these questions, I see several about the legal eligibility. We will touch upon it a little bit later because we have Sergey now, and it would be great if you ask about the selection process, maybe expectations from you as a candidate, from Sergey and his team. And while you are typing us your burning questions, the first question would be from me. So you mentioned 5 streams, 5 teams. Is that something new that you're having this year? Because last year there was something different. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, this is a great question, because literally what happened last year, because last year it was our first cohort, and we were a bit nervous how it's going to proceed. So we literally limited the number of participants and potential interns to 1, maximum 2 candidates. But the reality is that the success of the group was so big that guys from World of Tanks Blitz and World of Warships reached us. And literally right now, as I said, we have 2 more additional full-time employee in Wargaming. So this year, by the way, the interesting part is that teams that were interested in our graduates were not only from life ops field. They were from marketing, from monetization, operations. So this year we will extend our course a bit in terms of influencer marketing, social media, and community management, content management. It's why we already have commitment from 5 our teams, including my team, that we will welcome at least 5 interns for our summer 2024 internship.
Great answer. Thank you so much, Sergey. So I see chat start burning with the questions. One of the questions I will just quickly pick, that is the question from Xidia. I don't know that's say the nickname, but is there an age limit? I will be a disclaimer from my side. We don't have limits as to the age. You just need to understand that this is the early career programs, that meaning that will be offered a starting position. So if it's okay with you, you are welcome to apply. Another question is about that a person already works in the gaming industry for several years as a game designer. And the question is, can I be eligible for this course? Exactly for these live game ops.
Look, we deliberately do not put like a entrance level for any skills or experiences, because literally what we understood from the previous cohort is that there are so many passionate young talents who want to join gaming industry. So we just want to bring their skills and experience to life ops. That is why the main purpose for the course is to create this onboarding process for our team and to adjust skills or experience from the students in the cohorts to be more fit into how we do life ops in Wargaming. Because we are doing life ops, okay, life ops is not something new on the market, but each game studio and a gaming company do life ops in a different way. So this is the main purpose for the course. So simple answer, if you have desire to join this course, go apply, do your entrance test, and we will see.
Thank you. One tricky question, mathematical one. So does 5 available slots mean that out of 15 course participants, 5 people will receive internships for live ops?
It was the test for attention because, as I mentioned, we have two teams from Life Ops in World of Tanks and World of Warships who will invite interns for Life Ops, and three teams, influencer management, social media, and content, who will welcome interns for their teams. So I would say no. Five will have chance to join Wargaming, but only two will go to Life Ops.
Okay. There's a small question. I will cover it. Will I get certificate after the course? Yes, you will get a certificate after the course. All courses have their own badges and certificates. Very interesting and deep question, Sergey. Attention. What's your leadership philosophy? What are you looking to see from a perfect candidate in terms of soft skills?
The first thing I would say, the sense of humor. This is must have. I don't know, not the requirement, but literally, we are very open-minded team. We are playing a lot. We have very open communication inside the team. So without a good sense of humor, it's really hard to fit into our culture. In terms of leadership, I mean, look, this is the topic that I can spend hours explaining my leadership style, but the shortcut for this: apply, do entrance task, pass graduation project, nominate as an intern, and check firsthand.
That was great. So another question, very detailed one. So please be attentive. I will repeat if needed. When applying for the GLO course, second task, how long it should be? 2-3 pages of explanation, or it can be 10 pages long. Will the length of the document influence your decision on joining the course? Meaning not joining the course, but accepting for the course.
I understood. So look, we don't want to check your skills of using ChatGPT. So if you can convey your idea, your potential solution within 2 sentences or 2 paragraphs, it's okay. So there is no need to create a idea for 2-3 sentences, then put it into ChatGPT, create 2 list of text, because we've been using ChatGPT for 1 year, so I can recognize it without 10 seconds.
Lots of questions coming to the side about the work permits and eligibility. That will be covered at the end of all our presentations. So there is one more question. It's about the advantage. So for example, if there was previous completion of 4 stages of community management internship, does Wargaming give any advantage when you apply? Do you give any advantage if previously the person was participating? Some cases like that.
To be honest, I don't have any access to the previous cohorts of any other courses in Wargaming. So, and I don't see the reason to give this advantage to anybody who participated previously. So for me, it's going to be the list of all candidates who want to join this cohort, and we will spend time within our team to take the best from this list.
Okay, one question is very long, so I would start from the end. That's when and how we start the course, because apparently not everyone understood that application for the courses are open till February 12th. So then if you are selected, then you will be notified that you will be joining the course. But just to clarify one more time, when we start your course, Sergey, how long it lasts, and will it be less, more hours? How it will be done?
There will be five main parts, and the duration is approximately 2.5 months. So if we start on the 4th of March, so literally we will finish by the end of April, beginning of May, with all five main chapters. So this year we also included additional chapter from our HR team, just to give a sense of feeling of presentation skills in order to help you to present your graduating project. And the graduation project will be the second part of May, probably around 2024. So you will finish everything by the end of May. Then we will take like 2-3 weeks to understand the final list of potential interns, and then we will go to the stage where we discuss with potential candidates if they are willing to join us as interns.
Thank you, Sergey. We will pick two questions more because after Sergey, we have Ivan Danilenko, who will be guiding you through the world of software engineering. I also see questions about it now. But till we have Sergey, I would like to address one more question to him, and one more question I will be covering myself. So the question is, to me, can I enroll into two courses, software engineering and ops? The answer is you can apply for two courses, but you will be selected for only one of these because they start almost simultaneously, the courses, so you won't be able to be there and there. So here would be your decision because you will need to join where you will be accepted. You may be accepted for both of them, but that will be your decision which exact course you should be following, because we treat courses also as a pre-selection stage for the future internship. So you'd better decide where you belong. There was another question. It was about, I have a technical background as a game programmer. I was wondering if technical knowledge is applicable at Live Ops department. That's the last one to you because we need to go to Ivan.
All right. As I mentioned, I'm a graduate from Technical University in Belarus, and I spent 17 years in development. I started as a QR specialist on the third year of my university, and I finished as a development director in Wargaming. So if you have technical background, more than welcome. It won't give you any advantages during our screening for entrance tasks, but come on, I'm also a binary person with 0 and 1 and in my head.
Thank you, Sergey. So with that, we wish good luck to those who apply for the Game Live Op course. And we encourage you, please leave your comments. They will be covered, even though we don't have much time now to answer all of those questions, because we also have another great speaker to present the software engineering course. So please welcome our next speaker. It's Ivan Danilenko. And Ivan Danilenko will guide you through the software engineering and everything you wanted to know how to apply and how to get into his team. Welcome, Ivan.
Thank you, Irina. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I will guide you through the peculiarities of our course. But first, let me introduce myself. Currently, I'm a Deputy Technical Director at Wargaming Vilnius, working on World of Tanks for PC, and I'm responsible for the whole engineering discipline in Vilnius and Nicosia in our offices. I started my career back in 2008 as a software engineer and worked on several projects in several companies, ranging from embedded electronics software through enterprise programming and finished here in game development. I joined Wargaming in 2015 as a software engineer in client department, then pushed through as a engine lead, then engineering manager, and now as a deputy technical director. In total, so I spent 8.5 years in various positions here and consider myself pretty lucky to be here and happy to work on such a great project as World of Tanks for PC is. And as I mentioned, C++ and C are my favorite programming languages and have always been my primary languages throughout the years. So about the course, it's going to be our 7th launch of this course, and we started it all back in 2017 when we decided that we need to provide something for the local job market and for the local newly graduated people who would like to join our company. But we as a company at that point of time were hesitant to hire someone younger and someone less experienced, preferring more experienced people. But we figured out that it would be nice to try, and it was really a good idea because we both covered our newcomers with their attention and the knowledge they wanted to have. Plus, we found a really interesting way of involving our senior engineers and experts in this particular way of sharing their knowledge. Of course, our program constantly evolves and improves year after year after year. We include new tech there. We cover new shiny things. We expand, we get rid of the less interesting things that we thought would be nice to have. And each year, our company grows by 6 to 10 people who graduate from Forge from this particular course. And throughout the years, we have 42 employees who are graduates of this particular course, and we're happy to work with them in our team. So here's our team of trainers. Every single one is a brilliant engineer and a true expert in his or her field. And as a team, we have accumulated over a century of development experience, and we are very, very eager to share it with you as our newcomers. And a special note here, Maya Ryunko, who graduated Forge 3 years ago, and she's a brilliant render engineer, and she's also one of the authors of the courses in current Forge. So we're happy about that our graduates really achieve something great and big in our company. So now a few words about the program itself. It covers a lot of things. We have 14 different lectures in different fields throughout the course. And we tried to cover every single topic that we expect from the newcomer to know about the software engineering. So we teach both programming languages, we teach the approaches in design and implementation of the software. We teach about how the computer hardware and software works, how the computers are organized in networks, and how we share the info and communicate through the networks. And one of the key things, being that we are a game development company, we included a team project for our graduates. So you will be assembled in groups who will get a design document and a technical documentation, and who will, throughout the course, implement the game and have fun AI battles throughout the course and at the grand final. So all these theoretical knowledge will be put into practice in this game. And our trainers will be happy to provide you with feedback and the help to achieve everything. So about the people who should apply to this course and whom we are looking for. We are looking for early career starters or the people who are on the board of getting their bachelor's degree in computer science, because the things that we teach do not replace themselves the university course, unfortunately. It's too tough to try to stuff that amount of knowledge in just 3 months. So we are basically filling all the blanks that you might have or teaching you things that you might have missed through the university course because maybe your curriculum was different or you were focused on different things, not game development in particular. So you should know at least C++ or Python on a very basic actually level. So if you're able to read the syntax and write some not very complex algorithms, you should be fine. It's really beneficial to know that you want to work here, because as a game dev company, we tend to spend a lot of time designing things that some population might find silly or childish or anything like that. Not those serious enterprise business stuff, just computer games, pew pew, thanks. And you should love games, because every single person working here is passionate about gaming. And me personally, I was exposed to gaming back in 1993, so 30 years ago, and ever since that time, the video games were a part of my basically life, and I'm happy to work in gaming, and you should be as well. Now, the selection. We have already opened our application page. You can find it later in the links that we will share with you. And we closed the application stage on 12 p.m. February 12th. The application consists of filling in a small form, completing a task in C++ or Python, and then passing the video interview. What's the technical task? It's 3 small problems that you have to solve, and we accept the solutions via automated testing system. Part of the tests run there are visible to you and part are not. So it's up to you to understand these problems carefully, implement test suits for current cases, for performance and stuff like that on your own. And then, and only then, when you're absolutely sure that you did your best, please supply your submissions. And in total, we are expecting to have 20 to 25 people in a course. And as I said previously, 6 to 10 people will finish the course with their internship in hand. The schedule would be quite similar to the Sergey's course. We have online classes in English 2 times a week. You will have your homework and the whole weekend plus some extra time to finish this homework and get feedback from the trainers. Our studies start at February 29th, and please expect at least 8 hours per week to spend on that. I mean, the lectures themselves plus the homework. The course ends at the end of May with the grand finale. And after that, we will take a few weeks to pick people from the course as interns in our company. About the internship. So the internship is paid, and you will be working on Wall of Tanks PC in our Vilnius, Nicosia, or Belgrade offices within the actual production team. So it's not like some kind of sandbox environment for interns or something like that. No, you will be working on day-to-day tasks with our developers who are working on World of Tanks PC. And for you who are, well, less lucky to have an internship offer, you will have your signed certificate and as a proof that you completed your training successfully. And a few recommendations. So first and foremost about the test tasks, it's one of the most important things here. So please take it seriously, read the problems carefully, try to think a lot about the potential pitfalls, potential corners or corner cases there that we test for. Do not hesitate to ask any questions via the test system itself. There's a special button for that. And please be honest and natural through your interview, because we care about every single person we are working for, and we would like to know you best. So good luck with that, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Ivan. You cannot imagine how many questions we have. So we will try to tackle many of them. And first of all, I would like to thank all the participants for being so active, for launching questions at us. Do continue doing so. Even if we don't cover everything today, we will cover later on. So tests. This is the burning one, like the most mentioned one. It's about software engineering tests. So I will summarize it a little bit for you to have it easier. First, some people say that tests are complicated. So we received it earlier, not only in the chart here. So tests are complicated. There's some confusion with this, and people are wondering whether they're doing okay or not. This is one thing. Another thing, a very often question that we see is that how many points do I need to get in order to pass the tests?
Okay, so first about the complexity. We designed these tasks specifically in mind to be of an changing complexity level, so to say. So the first one is the easiest, the second one is a little bit harder, and the third one is the hardest, actually, the problem to solve. But throughout the years, I would say that we tend to keep the complexity level consistent. And we deliberately chose to do so because we received roughly 1,000 applications each year in the past. And it's really difficult for us to choose to pick the best of the best of the best, obviously. If we have 1,000 applications which are similar. So that's the answer for the complexity. We never told you that it's going to be easy, and life is never easy. And the tasks that we have to solve in software engineering in general, and particularly in game industry, are not easy at all. So that's basically it. If you feel that that was not enough, please feel free to ping me in chat, and I will try to elaborate. And about the scores and the whole process. So when you fill in the form, you are welcomed by the wall of text, basically explaining what you expect to do. And there is a small paragraph there that states that the tests are basically divided into groups. One group is being the so-called public tests, and the score for that is visible to you. It covers only like the most basic test cases for your code. And the second one is the larger group that consists of, let's say, 10-fold amount of the public test that you see. And those test cases cover the most tricky situations, the corner cases, the performance issue, the complexity, the memory consumptions, and yada, yada, yada. So please consider the test system as a thing that gives you a smoke check if your code actually works, if your algorithm implementation works, but do not expect it to tell you if you had 100% result. It's up to you to design the test cases for this particular problem that actually shows your ability to understand the problem and to think what can possibly go wrong with that. Plus, as we have a few submissions at this time that we have the stream, we have already looked through that, a few of them, and we noticed that for the majority of test cases that were failed, basically, the applicants were not careful enough with the output. So it's kind of a integration problem by itself, that your algorithm or your program that you worked on works fine on small data sets, but starts to output gibberish on larger data sets. So that's a hint for you. If you are working especially on those task number 2 and task number 3 in our this year's course application, please try to feed it as many data as you can. I'm talking like 5 to 10 megabytes text files of test cases, and see what does the output of your code looks like. That might be helpful to you.
Thank you, Ivan, for this detailed answer. More questions about hard skills and about programming. Most of people asking how many people out of 6 to 10 are initially without programming experience or basic knowledge of programming language. It's not the end of it. Also question about if I'm changing a career path to SE from Ops, and I've started learning coding just recently, would it be enough to enroll to software engineering course? And also the question about difficulty of the tasks. It's like, would be the course itself as difficult as the tasks are now? So it's about the hard skills and programming language. What's your advice?
Okay.
What we have?
So let's divide it into 3 parts. So the part number 1 about the complexity of the course. Well, yes, as the tasks are an entry threshold for the whole course, the course is pretty complex. So at the end of the day, you get an internship in the company. So it's a pretty demanding thing to do. And it requires from you at least something beyond that is given this course. Now, what's beyond? What does this beyond means? It really doesn't matter how many years prior you had working with software engineering, or how many student projects that you had in your university course, or how many mods for games you made, or anything like test demos in Unity, Unreal, and so on. The thing that matters the most is your ability to learn, and your ability to communicate, and your ability to talk to other people and ask proper questions. So if I remember correctly, that was the first part of the question. How many people did we have who had less programming
Yes,
experience, something
exactly.
like that?
That was about it. How initially then programming skills people out of 6 to 10 people.
So we had such people in our course, but throughout the course, many of them struggled to maintain this velocity or this momentum throughout the course. And I would say the most successful ones were the ones who had or almost had their bachelor's degrees in computer science, so 3rd or 4th year students. And they had somewhat experience writing software before this course.
Okay, thank you, Ivan. I will give you a minute to catch your breath, and I will take one question myself and then back to you. So I see several questions about the deadline, that we have February 12th as the deadline for application. What does it mean actually? Does it mean that you need to register, go through task and through the interview and be ready with everything by February 12th? No, it's not about this. So the application deadline is exactly about you registering. So you need to be able to register yourself, go apply and upload your CV and start doing tasks. But you remember what Ivan was saying, the course starts on February 29. So if you're good at calculation, that means that the team takes at least 1 more week and 2 weeks to go through the tasks and select if you are good or not at it and go through the interview stages, not more. So there will be, if you're still thinking whether you're taking the task or not, if you're going through the test or not, if you will be going till 20s dates, then probably you will not pass it just because there is not enough time for the team to review your answer. So you calculate yourself. Ivan just told you the course starts on February 29. There will be no delay. And now, very good question. I like it. So Ivan, question to you. What is the atmosphere in the software engineering? It's about soft skills. How would you describe the team, how you work, hybrid, non-hybrid, and everything about the team and the work environment, please?
Well, I guess that's the question about the current situation at Wargaming, right? Particularly in World of Tanks PC.
The question was exactly about the software engineering. So, but you can tell overall. I wouldn't mind it.
So every single company is different, but we like to think about ourselves that we are welcome, we are lighthearted, we are serious when it needs to be, but overall we're quite happy and cheerful company. Of course, we have like a solid enterprise-like structure and teams and managers and stuff like that. But nevertheless, at the current moment, we are organized in so-called units or streams or fully functional small teams, which consist of different people of different professions. So a single team might have a few game designers, a few software engineers, a few QA engineers, a few artists, and so on and so forth, who are led by their own management. And this particular team are usually physically present in a single office, in a single space, and they communicate a lot, and they partially have their tasks and the demands from the product arriving to them, and partially they are able to actually produce within the team ideas and implement those ideas that would benefit the product. So as to me, that's a perfect place of work, because throughout the work times, we work together, we discuss a lot of things, we create something new, exciting for people to play. And we love to have feedback from our players. And after work time or on breaks, we have things like table tennis, billiards, kicker, gaming consoles in the office. So you can enjoy these things too.
Great, thank you. One more question, it's about the course. So the question is, I'm really excited to enroll, but should I, if I'm sure I won't be able to participate live on Thursdays, only to rewatch the video? So the person is hesitating whether to enroll or not, because live sessions are there, and would you accept that?
Yeah, sure.
Live.
Okay, so every single time our live webinar passes, we upload a recording of that to our learning platform, and you have free to rewatch it as many times as you want in your desired time. It's discussable if you will be able to talk to trainers in the same manner that you would be in a webinar. I mean, to be able to answer your questions and have appropriately timed answers and feedback. I would say it's possible, but you might miss a little about the actual presence in this virtual classroom and being able to ask your questions on the fly. Beyond that, it's totally fine.
Okay, thank you. One more question about hard skill. So what programming languages can we use in the test task? And also question connected to it, shall I mention in my CV how many programming languages I know? Does this influence somehow your decision-making process?
Okay, so the test tasks are expected to be written in either C++ or Python. These particular languages we use in World of Tanks PC specifically and in other projects in our company. So that's the choice of the languages. Plus, it would be nice if you put the language that you know in your CV, but I wouldn't say that we're happy if you know Java or C#, for example, but I doubt that you will find those skills applicable here. So it doesn't matter that much. However, if you have programming experience in other languages, it's quite, I wouldn't say easy, but easier to transfer this experience to another language. After all, well, the language is just a tool for a software engineer. And eventually in your career, you will know like 3 or 4 languages at different levels. But still, I would consider those as the tools to achieve your goals. But becoming a software engineer with the goal to learning a programming language is kind of a misleading thing.
Thank you, Ivan. So we are approaching the end of our live stream, and I see that most of the questions regarding hard soft skills and software engineering we mostly covered. And I thank you, Ivan, for covering those, for being that transparent, open, and honest in answering them. Now I will also address to all the participants of the live chat. So you see now on your screen the QR code. You can subscribe to our page, and you can also address some questions through our email. If not answered here, you can also comment and after the live stream here. I will cover myself just a few questions that we're still receiving right now. It's about legal eligibility. There was a question about Serbian national. If you should be a Serbian national, what does it mean? For this type of early career opportunities, Wargaming does not sponsor any visa or work permit. So that means if you don't have this work visa permit yourself, you won't be eligible for many of the places. But for Serbia, for this type of positions, you should be a Serbian citizen. So it's not enough to have a work permit, unfortunately. Also, to cover all these questions, because they are very tied to legal requirements and eligibility, please address us at the email. We will be providing you with all the necessary resources where you can address to us, also on the social media. And we will try to cover all of them, but also some of the labor law codes and migration services can be helpful for you to look at what eligibility for certain country is. And also when you apply, you see a special link where you can tap and see what we mean when we say that you need to be legal eligible. But don't you hesitate to ask more questions. So for now, it's it. I wish you good luck and success passing on through the test and decide whether software engineering or game live ops is your choice. There also was a question if we will stream for any other discipline. Yes, we will. So just follow our page, subscribe to it. You will see some ongoing courses and you will see upcoming. So all those that upcoming will be also having the stream like we had with Ivan and Sergey today. We will be having others when the application window will be open. So don't miss it. Follow the news on all the channels that we are present. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye-bye. See you later.
Goodbye, everyone.